Yeah, that's right. I think we were just taking a look at that live picture a moment ago, and they took a power hit during that live picture. So you can see that that is going to be an issue there. So the latest statistics right now on Hurricane Helene, within the last couple of hours, it was officially upgraded to a Category 4 storm. That came out officially with that latest hurricane advisory. So now winds are around 130 miles an hour with gusts well over 150 miles an hour. So the impact that we're looking for with this current storm, we've got life-threatening storm surge up to 20 feet expected around parts of the coastline, damaging winds with those gusts, as we mentioned, up around 155 miles an hour, as well as heavy rainfall, anywhere from 6 to 12 inches, with some locations receiving even close to 18, even 20 inches. This is what it looks like on the radar right now. It has a very well-defined eye, as you can see, and it continues to bring very heavy rainfall on what we call the dirty side of the hurricane. This is that east side, and this is typically where we see landfalling tornadoes with these tropical systems. We had just a short time ago, it looks like maybe it was allowed to expire, a tornado warning that was just to the north of Cape Coral. Now, other thing I want to mention is that we've been talking about some of the rainfall in areas of the mid-Atlantic. This is a totally separate storm system that Helene is going to run into and stall, which is why we are forecasting catastrophic flooding in this part of the U.S. We're going to continue to monitor it very closely. Joining me right now from Tampa is Lloyd Sowers. Now, we just talked to you about an hour ago, and how is it looking now compared to around that time when we last talked?
Well, we're in a little bit of a calm, I guess you would say, right now. We do have, gusty winds and some raindrops here. I'm standing about 120 miles east of the storm. This is such a huge storm that the winds are extending out hundreds of miles, and it's also put a lot of people out of electricity. It's also put a lot of people in shelters. It's going to be a rock and rolling night in this area, a very worrisome night as tornado watches and warnings are coming out too. Let's show you some video here. This is a video you saw just a moment ago. I'll go into detail here. This is called the Howard Franklin Bridge. Interstate 275 runs across this bridge between Tampa and St. Petersburg. And you saw how the water was coming up over the bridge. And that bridge has since been closed. In fact, all of the bridges over Tampa Bay have been closed. That bridge, along with the Gandy Bridge, the Courtney Campbell Causeway, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, everybody is where they're going to be tonight. There was evacuation orders that went out hours ago. Some people chose to stay where they are. Some of them on barrier islands, some of them in mobile homes. People always do this, and they were warned. The sheriff said, we can't come and get you. If you get into trouble, we can't come and get you because the weather's just going to be too bad. Of course, businesses, schools, everything shut down here in this area. Boats are a big concern. This is the kind of storm with this storm surge where when this is over, there's going to be boats in people's yards. There's going to be boats on streets, boats on highways. It is going to come with a wall of water. You talked about that 20-foot storm surge. That is what's predicted for the Big Bend area of Florida when this makes landfall just south of Tallahassee as perhaps a Category 4 storm, and then moves into the area of the state capitol that is just full of oak trees. Those oak trees are going to come down along with power lines. We're going to have some massive power outages in the state capitol here. It is going to be a very rough night as people listen to their weather radios and stay tuned to TV all night just to see if there's a tornado warning, because that's the thing that can happen. Two things to worry about here is this big storm surge, a wall of water coming ashore, street flooding from the storm surge, and also these tornadoes that respond. So it's a very dangerous night. People are very concerned, and we're just going to keep monitoring it. Yeah, not a good situation on the west coast of Florida. We're live in Tampa. Lloyd Sowers, Fox 13 News.